We have so many add-ons in a Snowrunner, and some of them are just way more useful than the others. So I ranked every single add-on in a Snowrunner to see which add-ons are the best and which add-ons are the worst. Alright, at number 31, it's always difficult to choose the worst one, but number 31 is Metal Detector Module. As far as I know, you only need to use this add-on for one contract. And after you complete this contract, this add-on would be completely useless. But you might say in Glades we have contracts that recommends you to use the Metal Detector Module, but you don't actually need to use this add-on. Technically, you need the Metal Detector to find the cargo. But if you just look around or you just look at the map, you would easily find the cargo. So you actually don't need that metal detector at all. It's just right in front of you. And even using the metal detector is a bit annoying. You have to stop, scan, and then go. A metal detector should be scanning all the time when you're driving. I don't really like to keep stopping and scanning and then going. It should be scanning all the time. Number 30. Tatra Ramped Towing Platform. When you first see this add-on, you might think, oh, it's actually good for towing big trucks. But no, it's a disaster. First of all, just putting the wheels of another truck on those things is very difficult, and once you do that and pack that truck is not actually staying on that thing properly. It feels like you're just dragging that truck. And another thing is, when you are towing another truck, your front wheels kinda lose traction, so turning would be a very difficult thing to do. And instead of using this thing, just winch that truck to your truck and you're good to go. It's actually way easier and better, and you don't need to put a whole add-on on your truck. Number 29, Manipulator Crane. So in the description for this add-on it says usable for loading heavy round cargo. Now there are a few problems with that. First, we don't have many round cargo in the game. Even the large pipes have this frame around them, so picking them up with this crane is not that easy. The only cargo that basically you can pick up are the logs. But here's the second problem. Maybe you can pick them up, but you cannot put them on the truck. And the last thing, whatever this crane can do, a log crane or a normal crane can do it way easier and better. So this crane is kinda cool, I like it, but it's not that useful. Number 28, Safety Cage. Now, I think this add-on is more cosmetic. In the description of this add-on, it says it protects your vehicle from damage. And it kinda does that. It doesn't completely protect your vehicle from all damage. You still would take damage, but I think it reduces the amount of damage your vehicle would take. Which is not that bad, to be fair, but it's not the most useful thing either. Number 27, AVTO 23 Heavy Crane. Here's the thing about heavy cranes. We don't have any tasks or contracts that requires you to use one of these heavy cranes. So if you're a guy who just wants to complete all the tasks and contracts, you don't even need to use them at all. But if you want to mess around and pick up different things, then heavy cranes are good. They are very good for picking up any type of cargo or any type of a scout vehicle. But do you need to use them? No. Number 26, PC320 Heavy Crane. It's basically the same heavy crane, but for American trucks. Number 25, LK2NY Heavy Crane. Now this crane has two advantages over the other heavy cranes. First, it's longer. Second, the legs of this crane are not just hanging from the sides of the vehicle, so you're not gonna get stuck on anything because of the legs. But the downside of this crane is it's heavier than the other two cranes. Number 24, Seismic Vibrator Module. It's only necessary for a couple of contracts and tasks in the game, but overall it's not a bad add-on. You would use it a couple of times. One thing I don't like about this add-on is that bar at the back of this add-on. That thing could cause you to get stuck sometimes. Number 23. Container Carrier. This add-on allows Cat 745C to carry containers, which is very good because this truck doesn't have sideboard or flatbed add-ons, so you cannot carry any type of cargo with Cat. But with this add-on you can carry containers. The problem is we don't have many containers in this game, so you cannot use it that much. Number 22. Articulated Towing Platform. It's an add-on for transporting vehicles and it's good for carrying small scouts, but it's not that good for carrying trucks. Overall, it's a decent, useful add-on that you can use it in most of the regions to transport the broken vehicles that you find around the map. But number 21 is better than this one. Number 21. Ramped Towing Platform. This is basically a better version of Articulated Towing Platform. Putting any type of vehicle, small or big, on this platform is way easier, and you can put even big trucks on it. In my opinion, if you want to use a towing platform, this add-on is the one that you should be using. Putting a vehicle on this add-on is very fast, it's easy, and it's a very big towing platform. Number 20. Fire Tank. For any contract that you need to deliver water, this is the add-on that you have to use. But you mostly use this add-on in Ontario and a bit in Scandinavia. One thing that I really like about fire tanks is we have so many unique fire tanks for different trucks, like Derry Specials fire tank or Zig 612H's fire tank. But the downside is you can basically use it in 2 regions. That's it. Number 19. Light and Heavy Trailer Hitch. This add-on is only available for Berlac 6x6 and it's such a good thing. With this add-on you can choose what kind of trailers you wanna pull. With the light trailer hitch you can pull scout trailers, and with the heavy trailer hitch you can pull big truck trailers. Having the option to choose what type of trailers you wanna pull is so amazing. Number 18. Maintenance Frame Add-on. It's a good add-on for repairing and refueling other trucks. You have access to 300 repair parts, 5 spare wheels, and 1400 liters of fuel. So overall it's decent, but I don't think it's worth using. I explain to you why in a second, but there is one thing that I wanna mention. Normally when you have this add-on on your vehicle, you cannot attach any other trailers to your truck, except when you have this add-on on Mac Defense. I don't know, is it a bug or it's normal, but when you have this add-on on Mac Defense, you can attach trailers to your truck. It doesn't look very legit, but you can do it. Now, why you should not use this add-on? With this add-on, you have access to only 300 repair parts. That's not good at all. Some trucks have more repair parts on the roof rack. And as I've said, normally you cannot attach trailers to your vehicle when you have this add-on. And there are many other options that are just better than this one. Number 17. Large Maintenance Frame Add-on. It's the same thing but bigger, and you can only use it on trucks with big frame like Pacific P12 or Kenworth 963. With this add-on, you have access to 2000 liters of fuel and only 350 repair parts, which is again the amount of repair parts that you have is not good. Number 16. Multi-purpose cargo module. Now, this add-on is good for a couple of reasons. First, you have access to 450 repair parts with this add-on. It was only 350 for the large maintenance add-on, and you have access to 250 liters of fuel. The amount of fuel you can carry is not that much, but it's enough to have some extra fuel for your vehicle or to refuel another truck. Now, on top of that, you have a small bed and a crane too, and you can attach trailers to your truck too. And the last thing is for trucks like Pacific P12 that you don't have access to flatbed or sideboard bed add-on, you can have this small bed on your truck and carry some cargo. Now, if I compare this add-on to large maintenance frame add-on and maintenance frame add-on, with this one you have access to more repair parts, you have a crane, you have a bed, and you can attach trailers to your truck. So even if you think you cannot have enough fuel, just attach a fuel carrier trailer to your truck and you have access to 2000 liters of fuel. Number 15, van body add-on. It's a very good add-on. With this add-on you have access to 800 repair parts. So if you want to repair anything, this is the add-on that you should use. Number 14, fuel tank. With van body add-on, we have access to good amount of repair parts. With the fuel tank, you have access to good amount of fuel. But why fuel tank is better than the van body add-on? So when you have the fuel tank add-on on your truck, you have access to 1800 liters of fuel. And now you can attach a service trailer to your truck and have access to 1500 repair parts. So in total, you have access to 1800 liters of fuel and 15,000 repair parts. With the van body add-on, you have access to 800 repair parts, and if you attach a fuel carrier trailer to your truck, you can have access to 2000 liters of fuel. So if you go for fuel tank add-on and service trailer, you have 200 liters of fuel less, but 700 more repair parts. So overall, it's a better combo. Number 13, Tatra fuel tank. It's a fuel tank add-on only for Tatra trucks and it's bigger. Number 12, expanded fuel tank. Because it's bigger than the other two fuel tanks. With this add-on, you can have access to 2800 liters of fuel. Number 11, saddle high. If you wanna pull big semi-trailers, this is the saddle that you need. But here's the thing. You need this saddle for only 2 trailers. And if you want to deliver normal cargo, you probably wouldn't go for these 2 trailers because they are very big and wide. And trailers like that are a bit difficult to maneuver in a Snowrunner. But there are these massive unique cargos around the map in some regions, and for delivering those things, you need saddle high. Number 10, log loader crane. I mean, if you want to pick up some logs, this is the thing that you need. And actually using this crane is very easy. It's not that difficult at all. And you remember that manipulator crane at the beginning of the video? Well, this crane is 10 times better than that. And if you want to overload logs and deliver multiple packs of logs with one truck, you need a log crane. So this add-on is just necessary for logging. Number 9, log-in frames. Well, with the log loader crane, you can pick up the logs, but you need to load them on the log-in frames. And you need a log-in frame to deliver those logs. We have a different log-in frame for each type of logs, short, medium, and long logs. And you have to use one of them if you want to deliver some logs. Number 8, trunk repair supplies or roof racks, or anything that gives you extra fuel and repair parts. Having that extra fuel and repair parts is just so good. Sometimes they are on the roof, sometimes they are in the cab, sometimes they are at the back of the truck. Doesn't matter where they are, they definitely help. The extra fuel allows you to travel more, and the repair supplies allows you to fix your truck if you need it. Number 7, saddle low. With saddle low, you have access to so many different trailers. Flatbeds, goosenecks, water carriers, fuel carriers, so many trailers. You know, if you want to deliver a big cargo or you want to deliver multiple cargos at once, you need one of these trailers. This is why I think saddle low is way better than saddle high, because you have access to so many different trailers. And the trailers are smaller and easier to maneuver. Number 6, KRS crane. Alright, now we are entering crane territory. Cranes in general are such a useful thing in a Snowrunner. Cranes make things way easier in this game. But why KRS crane is the worst one in my opinion? Because you cannot hold down the cargo when you're overloading, and that's such a big downside for me. Other than that, it's a very good crane. It's long and it's very good for picking up the cargo, but it's just so bad that you cannot hold down the cargo at all. Number 5. IM50 loading crane. This crane is perfect for overloading. You can hold down the cargo so well that even if you tip over, the cargo wouldn't fall from the bed. But it's not that good for picking up the cargo. It's the shortest crane among the 4, and it's not that powerful for picking up the cargo. But it gets the job done. That's the good thing. Number 4. Tatra crane. This crane is very good, it's long and it's powerful enough to pick up some heavy cargo, but there are 2 things that I don't like about it. First, only Tatra 4s can have this crane and the bed at the same time, and the second thing is putting a cargo on top of another cargo is a bit difficult, but it's not a big deal. But overall, it's definitely a very good crane. Number 3. LC38 loading crane. This crane is so good. It is the longest crane among the 4 and it's a fantastic crane for picking up the cargo. Now, when it comes to holding down the cargo when you're overloading, it's not the best crane, but it can do it. Overall, cranes are a very useful thing in a SnowRunner, incredibly useful, and in my opinion, this crane is the best one among the 4. Alright, number 2. There aren't many things more useful than a crane. Number 2 is sideboard bed. Cranes are good for picking up the cargo, but you need to put down whatever you have picked up somewhere, and you need a bed for that. You know, this is the add-on that you would use it all the time from the moment you start playing till the very end of this game. And there is only one thing that could be better than sideboard bed. Number 1. Flatbed. Why I think flatbed is better than sideboard bed? Because it's easier to put the cargo on the flatbed with the crane. But these 2 add-ons, flatbed and sideboard bed, are the most useful add-on in this game. You cannot play a SnowRunner without using these 2 add-ons. And all different types of sideboard or flat beds are good. The long beds, short beds and normal beds, all extremely useful. And that's it for today's video. I see you in the next one.